Hi, welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you some Minecraft textures that don't exactly look all that well, but will make the game feel a whole lot easier. Yes, that's the exact same intro I used on this video, which I made about a year ago, which did really well on YouTube. So I'm just redoing the video with a little bit better quality. So here we go, let's get into it. Number one, you can see I have a whole ton of ores here. However, if I apply the texture pack, you can see that it is a whole lot better. Obviously, the ores have been outlined. This will make it a lot easier in a cave setting. You can actually see the ores kind of sticking out, and it kind of pops a lot more in a kind of a blank stone wall. Maybe you are going to walk by, but when you see the outline, it's a lot easier to find your ores and make sure you don't miss any. You ever find an Amethyst Geode and there's all those amethysts and you always destroy the budding amethyst, and now you don't have to worry about that because the amethyst will actually stand out a lot more with the outlined amethyst texture here. If it's in a huge cave, once again, similar to this type of thing, if it's in a huge geode, it's going to stick out a lot easier and you won't accidentally destroy it, ruining your chances of getting more amethyst. So if we look in this chest right here, as you can see, I have a whole ton of copper. However, some of this is waxed copper, and some of this is not waxed copper. I have no idea how to tell. However, with this texture pack, as you can see, it's very easy to tell that the ones with the yellow outline are waxed copper. However, one thing to keep in note, no matter what, when you place them, the outlined ones don't actually stay. You won't be able to tell them from the outside. However, in here, it's a lot easier to just kind of figure out which ones are waxed and which ones are not. So it's just gonna make it a lot easier if you have a whole ton of this stuff in a chest. So, you ever been in an Amethyst Geode mine and you keep destroying the small geodes because you think it's full there, or you've destroyed this one? I tend to destroy this one a whole ton of the time. However, with this, we have a very clear marker that this is the full one that you gotta destroy to get your shards. So, once again, it's very easy to figure this one out, and it's very helpful in the long run. You ever been doing stuff with composters and each stage fills up, but you're not going to be able to tell that from the outside. However, with this indicator, you'll very easily be able to tell that this one's completely empty and this one is completely full just by looking at the edge. You could even see the stages as it builds up. Very helpful to have in your world, and I highly recommend using this texture. It's probably one of the best ones in this list. So this is very similar to the last one, however, it's just a cauldron level, so very easy by looking at the sides of the cauldron, you'll be able to tell that this one is full and this one is empty, just to help you figure out which ones need to be filled, and so again, very useful to have in your world. The next one here is actually more of a visual thing than a utility thing here, because if you look at all of these trees here, as you can see, one of them is a lot older than the previous one, and it kind of shows that by making a little bit taller version of the baby sapling here. This is still pretty much one hitbox. This is just string here, but still the singular hitbox is just still kind of like one high, but it just makes it kind of show that this tree is taller, and if you're ever thinking, I should destroy some of these saplings in this field, you can destroy this one, but you maybe don't want to destroy this one. Just wait a little bit longer for it to grow into a full tree to get some wood out of it before kind of destroying everything. So it's a very useful thing, and it also looks pretty well if you kind of use this trick, grow up the sapling, put some string up there so it doesn't grow all the way, and you got a pretty cool looking texture here for a tree that you could use for some decoration. So it's a very helpful utility and cool decoration. And this one here is actually something that you kind of have to look at. The shield right here, if we go to block it, it's a lot kind of the normal size, but that's not what we're looking at right here. I don't know why I decided to block. If you look at it, it's a lot lower than the normal shield. We'll do a quick side-by-side right now. Yeah, as you can see, this one's a lot lower. Helps you see a little bit better. Definitely better for PvP if you're doing PvP in 1.18, 1.16, whatever the heck it is. This shield works great, and it's, again, very useful for video recording. I use this texture myself. Helps the shield be lower and helps me kind of get a better view of what I'm looking at. So, speaking of things that look better, we got the Spyglass, which is number 10 right here. We zoom on in. It's kind of transparent, which looks pretty cool. I can zoom across all of my test world that I have over here, and it just kind of looks a little bit better because you can see a lot more in the edge. Normally you wouldn't be able to see the part on the edge over here. However, with this, you can see everything, and then really the fine point of the Spyglass in the middle there. Very useful texture. So that's pretty much all of the textures here. Again, if you liked any of these textures, you can download all of them in vanillatweaks.net. Link will be in the description. But that is pretty much the video for today, guys. So if you liked the video, make sure to leave a like. And if you really liked it, make sure to subscribe. Thanks again very much for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more.